Thanks everybody for being here today. We may get a few more stragglers in, and today we're going to be talking about the program and how we're going to help you as professionals and professionals utilize the program to help families and children. And what we'd like to do is we're going to have David talk for about 20-30 minutes. But please, as you think of questions throughout the presentation, chat them into the chat so that I can address them at the end and then answer your questions. And for those of you who are not signed up for the professional program yet, I put a link on the top of the chat screen, and we can stay on after for anyone who wants help getting set up and registering for it and all of that, getting trained. So yes, I joined the company about 3-4 months ago now. It feels like a lot longer. And I'm so glad to be a part of this and to have you here today. David has a wonderful presentation to talk about the background of the program and the problems we're solving with it. And without further ado, I'll hand it over to David.
Hi, I founded our company IQ Sonics using my neuroscience, music, and game development background to build this program for helping kids with speech delays. I know how challenging this can be for families, as my own two sons have mental disorders, and I recognize how important support can be for families in need. We incorporated IQ Sonics in 2016, completing research and development through various iterations of our educational and therapeutic programs. I'm really proud to say that we've been funded by the U.S. Department of Education SBIR, Small Business Innovative Research, as well as the National Science Foundation, and excited to announce that last month we won the Tools Competition Award for EdTech. This will allow us to research and develop our upcoming AI-assisted feature, Make Your Own Song, which will help you and the kids personalize their learning program. We'll keep you updated in our newsletter and upcoming webinars. With our previous funding, we conducted research on the efficacy of Sing and Speak for Kids and published the positive results in a peer-reviewed journal. We've established a strong relationship with the California Department of Developmental Services, and our goal now is to expand into the education and healthcare sectors. Our program addresses a pressing issue of speech delays in young children. As you might know, there's a huge shortage of services and long wait lists while parents are struggling to get help. We found music-based solutions for autistic children validated in multiple clinical trials, and that's the foundation of our innovative program. Sing and Speak for Kids is a web and mobile app that engages children as early as 18 months, offering a picture menu of various songs to play with their trainer. The gameplay starts by singing along with pictures of the target words, then gradually transitions toward natural speech in 5 game levels. Gameplay generates reports on words learned, time played, and songs completed, with options for the pre-post assessments that can be shared between teachers and parents. Let's watch the gameplay.
Hello, hello, brown bear. What do you like to eat? Now you finish the song. Hello, hello,
brown bear.
Yay!
Our program is offered at school, clinics, and in-home, in person and virtually, with both English and Spanish instructions and shared progress reports. We've researched 4 use cases with professionals at home in a group and online telepractice. Our first use case shows a child's improvement working with a professional over a 3-week period.
I want to lie down.
Now you finish the song.
I want to lie.
You will lie.
I want to lie.
Back.
Yes. I want to lie.
Dog.
Now we'll see a child with a parent playing the game on a mobile app, supplementing work with professionals.
Hello, hello. Guess. Brown bear. Brown bear. Brown bear. Muy bien. Okay, press. Okay.
Bah.
Brown bear,
Yes!
The bus.
Good. Now you finish the song.
Here's a parent talking about the benefits for her child.
Singing helped engage him in a way that traditional speech therapy did not, and singing allowed him to absorb the material and pick up these words that he now uses in his everyday life.
Inclusion and universal design for learning is an important focus for Sing and Speak for Kids. Here's a video of a group of children with varying levels of disabilities all playing together.
What does the brown bear like to eat?
Apple.
Apples. What does the brown bear like to eat?
Apple.
Our telepractice option helps you reach more clients, for example, in rural areas that have limited access to services. Here's an example of a telepractice session.
I want to stand up,
Yeah.
stand up high to the sky.
High to the
Yeah.
I feel tall and strong.
So
I
strong.
want to lie down,
Down.
down on the pillow.
Apple.
I feel warm and sleepy.
Sleepy.
To ensure universal access, we're providing training centers to help everyone get started and utilize all the benefits of the program. And we offer a wide variety of resources for family activities and professional development. We also have a valuable range of marketing materials and media. And we're ensuring safety and privacy protocols in both university research and practical learning phases. We're generously supported by many public and private collaborators, including UC San Diego, UCLA, Children's Hospital of Orange County, and RAND Corporation. And now Liz will tell you more about our partner program.
Thank you, David. Everyone on here is a professional, probably working with us or with clients, and we want to help promote your practice and have you be part of our network as much as possible, helping promote what you're doing in our media, through our website, through our email blasts, and all of that. And because the more we can help you, the more it helps us and to collaborate with us. And so we want to invite you to apply and qualify to be part of our service network today. And you can email us and inquire about that. And you can learn more about it on our website. And as a part of this, you can join and register for the program, and we can help you with that afterwards as well. Like I mentioned earlier, I put a link to the registration to sign up for the premium account. You get everything that's included in the basic account, plus all of the tools and analytics that are available in our new premium version. And it's $19.99 a month, making it very accessible and easy to sign up. So the link is at the very top of the chat. If you click on the chat icon on the bottom of the screen, it's right there under the sign up button. And if you want help getting set up and registered or any help on training, we're available to help you with that. And then we also will be doing these webinars. This is the first of a series of webinars in person and live. Our next webinar is coming up in the fall. We're going to be in Santa Monica. For those of you, some of you are in the Santa Monica area in Southern California. We're going to be doing a live presentation, so it'll be a little more hands-on for parents, caregivers, professionals, administrators. And if you want to sign up as well using the QR code, you can scan it on your phone as well. But we wanted to thank you for coming today and open up the floor for questions. I see a few questions that have come in, and we can address those. So if you have questions, feel free to just raise your hand and ask them, or put them into the chat, either way. So yeah, so with that, does anybody have any questions for us right now that you'd like to?
I have a quick question.
Sure.
What are the basic skills does a child need to get started with this? Do they need to be imitating words or something?
What
What we
level of
uh,
language?
yeah, what we generally find is that they don't need to be imitating words, but they do need to have some vocalization. If they are having any kind of physiological impediment of expression, one of the ways that we've worked with those kids is they sign. So we have actually worked with kids that respond with sign language. Another one that we worked with, it was selective mute uh, because she would be able to speak at home, but she couldn't speak in the classroom. So she participated in the groups regardless of whether she actually was verbalizing or not, because then it transferred at home for her to be able to speak. A pediatrician that works with us has uh, recommended this for as young as 18 months. So if a child is making some sounds but they're not verbalizing, um, one good indication is if they are doing anything that's musical, rhythmic with their bodies or their voices, or humming, or la la la, that actually is a very good indicator that they'll join in with this program as it's a singing program. So they don't really even need to be able to say all the words. If they just start singing, that kind of gets the juices rolling and the neurons firing. And then this is done with always a partner trainer, whether it's a professional or a parent. So then what we're doing is helping them with what we call mirror neurons to kind of repeat, like you learn how to play golf by watching somebody. In fact, we learn how to speak by watching someone else's face and imitating the lips. So it's always done in conjunction with a person to help transition from the non-verbal or minimally verbal to being able to sing and then ultimately speak as our program does. Um, did that answer your question, Jennifer?
Yes, it did. Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. Any other questions right now?
Yeah,
We
thank you,
have.
Jennifer. Anyone else? I'm checking the chat right now. So it looks like here's another question. Is it covered through the healthcare insurance CPT codes, David?
At the moment, we are actually investigating, pursuing that pathway for reimbursement. In fact, Jennifer has an ABA clinic, Applied Behavioral Analysis, which is um, a treatment for autism that is covered in healthcare insurance. So we're working right now to couple our program, Sing and Speak for Kids, with some of those insurance codes so that it can be covered. And there's a few other options that we're pursuing as well. So we're right at the cusp of actually making this happen, and you as our service network is can actually help support that and creating a precedent for us to be able to have insurance billing. So that's very important piece of what we're working on.
The next question is, what languages is the program available in? Is it multi um, English, Spanish, multi?
Yeah, we have the teacher or parent training materials in both English and Spanish. The actual program right now has songs and target vocabulary words all in English. So we are working with a large Latino population, and their families can learn how to play the game with the Spanish training materials. We have lots of videos and how-tos. The kids themselves will be learning how to sing in English. That being said, our intention is in the next year or so to make it multilingual, Spanish being the first option for another language besides English to learn, and then we'll be opening it up to further multilingual languages and hopefully at some point be available globally in any language. So that's where we're at with that. And AI is helping a lot for us to prepare these materials now.
Okay, and then thank you, Jack, for your question. Jack's question is, will you be extending this program to help children who are on the spectrum but have no problem speaking? It's a good question. Thank you, Jack.
That's a great question. If they have no problem speaking and this helps them in terms of social communication, connecting with people, that would be a really good reason to use it. Our main focus is for these kids that are minimally verbal and getting them to be able to speak. What you're referring to is a uh, symptomology, we could call it, or profile of kids and adults on the spectrum, autism spectrum, that have the ability to speak, but are maybe focused on one thing that other people aren't focused on, or overwhelmed by too much stimulation in their environment. There are many reasons that we would want to help them in their communication, and singing, especially in groups, is a way to open that up. Our program is used with groups. It's because of the lyrics and the focus of young children. It isn't necessarily appropriate for teens or adults to be singing these specific songs. We've been requested to actually make it available for an older audience. And that's something that we've got in the plans as well, to make songs that are more relevant for later development, let's say. Although a few of those in their teens, even 20s or 30s, who have developmental issues, they actually align with the content of our songs. And so we have had that um, participation as well with those age groups. Did that answer your
Thank you.
question? Yeah.
Yeah, thank you. I asked that question because I have a daughter who is a teenager, and I know that music will take a lot of stress out of her life. But if it would, she now is teaching herself a little bit on stuff on the keyboard, but something a little more structured and a little more professionally developed would probably help even more.
Right. And her language skills, are they typical for her age?
Oh, they were off the chart on the other side.
Yeah.
She she argues with me and wins every argument.
Well, then this program probably is not ideal for her because it's aimed at those who are not really arguing or verbally expressing. But music, on the other hand, and Jack, you know me pretty well. I have a lot of interest and experience in music in general, and I'd love to chat with you more about that. In fact, um, I know that you bought a keyboard for her, and I was able to help
Yeah,
find that resource. So I want to make our company and myself available in general as a resource for helping with kids or anybody on neurodiversity. Um, and music is a wonderful thing. It's been helping people with dementia and Alzheimer's return and be able to remember and begin to interact and speak again. There's some incredible YouTube videos. If you look at Oliver Sacks, Sacks, he's the doctor and a neuroscientist who has done wonderful explorations, books, and videos on that, if anybody would like to see that. So,
thank you, David.
any other questions? Well, if not, we can conclude the presentation. What we are really excited about is that our program now is available for both professionals and parents. And we've shown right now on screen that The premium version has all the pre and post assessments and uh, progress tracking and account sharing. We have also a basic version just for parents who don't need all of that. They can just sign up right away. It's $9.99 a month, and they can just use a credit card, direct pay, and have many, many benefits just playing the game on their own. So we offer that as well.
And yes, we will send out the recording and the PowerPoint, probably as a PDF, a smaller file, because there's video files in here, and make it available afterwards. So I'll email it out to the entire group that came
Yeah.
today. So,
Yes,
and
and
if anybody wants to stay after and have some questions that they want to ask one-on-one or individually, please feel free to
yeah,
stay on. Otherwise, thank you for coming, and we will follow
yeah,
up with the recording and the presentation and all of your questions.
yeah.
Where, and a question here from, where is the in-person presentation in the fall, David, in Santa Monica?
Oh, most likely it's going to be at step by step. Julie, did you ask that question? Yeah. Um, and our team there, I call them our team because we've been working with Shelley and Travis, are the founders and director. It's a large facility in the middle of Santa Monica that has um, a wide range of treatment facilities, and we've been working with them for many years, and it will probably be there. We just haven't set a date yet for that. But that's one of the things that we're planning. And also, I've talked with Jennifer. She's got a large network as well. It's throughout the city, but in South Bay, and we may do also a live presentation for her clinicians. And so we're working on that as another location. And we'll do others online too. But Julie, if you have any other recommendations where we can do presentations, we're very happy to take your suggestions. Yeah. And
And
also, perhaps even the Early Childhood Task Force, we have not done that in all these years. We've never done a presentation there, so maybe one of the months we could do that.
and what updates, David, would you say to for people to look out for on the tools competition and how that's
All
developing?
right. Well, the tools competition is very exciting. We're one of 20 companies that were awarded out of 1,000. The tools competition is an international ed tech competition that had several areas where we were awarded in the accelerated learning for K through 12, and a specific area they had basically um, a startup kind of getting going and then more advanced, and we're kind of in the middle section. So we were awarded $150,000 to develop make your own song feature. And at this time, we're working with UC San Diego researchers in the education department who will be conducting a clinical trial with this. And we have a team of IT experts as well that are developing the prototypes, a mock-up, a pilot, and then the clinical trial will be with testing and A/B testing. With one group will just use Sing and Speak for Kids as we have it now, and the other group will be using it with the augmented make your own song feature. And then we're going to do pre and post analysis to see how does this really affect their learning. Their learning outcomes will be measured in several ways, including tests, but also with videos and audio analysis. So it's going to be quite a thorough clinical trial that will be published then in a peer-reviewed journal, and establishing, are we indeed helping them with Make Your Own Song, which is what we call user-generated content. And that's very, very exciting. It's been in my plan, my dream for this program for many, many years, and now we have funding to start it. And Rob is part of that team. He's our CTO, and we have a group that's really making this work technically And we also have a professor at USC who's a speech language pathologist and an ed tech expert, and our director of science, Dr. Hyan Lim, who developed the original music therapy. She's part of the research team now, so we have a very strong research team that's going to be putting that forward. And any question? Well, um, Rob, did you learn anything new?
Didn't learn anything new, but it's fun to see it all like put together into a presentation.
Inez, it's good to meet you on camera. We spoke a couple days ago. Did you have any questions?
You know what? No, but it just further confirmed my belief in the program. I believe in the program naturally because I believe in the power of music and its ability to, you know, how you talked about the patients with Alzheimer's. Music has an ability to reach where other things don't. And so I fully believe in this. I'm excited about the make your own song portion of it, and I will definitely be signing up.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to want to do a testimonial after you have used it.
As
You're great.
you music. No,
You,
but yeah, I believe in this. This is amazing. It's
That's
amazing.
wonderful. Wonderful. Well, we definitely want to get it out to individuals, parents, and teachers and therapists, and also to larger institutions like Building Block Resolutions is a sizable organization here in Los Angeles, and Jennifer's really well, she's the founder, and I think it's going to be very, very powerful and valuable. Jennifer, did you have any thoughts after you've seen this?
Yeah, I mean, I think I met you, or I first learned about you, was it last year at the
Yeah,
Autism Investors Conference,
that's right. Yeah,
where you did a presentation. I was really interested, so I'm happy to have a collaboration going. And we, the local regional centers are paying for it. It's just, we're working on the way to make it accessible for families. So like, the process that you've laid out for us, David, is helpful in
yeah.
getting it accessible for families.
And our whole protocol, the process is not just the program, but it's everything behind the program that's being developed, all the how-to videos, the protocol for signing up. We're trying to streamline and make everything as simple and intuitive as possible. Rob has been very helpful in making it such that we don't need to do instructions so much. If it's working right, you just know because it's obvious on the screen. You just click where you need to. And so he's an expert in user experience and helped us really streamline that. So I'm super appreciative of that.
Can
So
I ask, I see that you had a slide that mentioned an individual, um and then you had
yeah,
institution
right,
membership.
that's right.
What would be the difference in those two?
It'd be mostly pricing. We'll give a discount for quantity, but also it will be administered a little differently. We'll be able to give, for example, a clinic a number of seats, we call them. Let's say you have 50 seats or 100 seats, and then we'll have you will decide which clients you have that want to use it, and you'll assign them, and then we'll be exchanging the information so we give them access to the program through our portal. So it'll just be a slightly different bureaucratic kind of registration process because it'll go through a couple steps, but it'll be discounted as well. So that's the only difference, really. The program itself, once it's running, is identical.
Mhm.
Yeah. Did that answer your question?
Yes, thanks.
Yeah. All right. And there's any other thoughts, Jennifer, or questions?
No, I'm actually just needing to sit down and go through a lot of most of the training videos. Uh,
Okay,
have
well,
my
let's just do it.
supervisor tomorrow.
And my recommendation after you've done that, or even before, is actually have a child and play with it, with the child, because once you start doing it, and we are very flexible. We're a small, lean crew here, so we get feedback from our users all the time and adjust things so that it works better and easier and more effective. So we're
That's
always opening up to that, including how it will run institutionally, like your first question there. We're just starting to do that. So we're flexible to make it work for you as well. We want to make it easy so that there's no bureaucracy that's, you know, lagging, no snags in the process. And certainly Liz is going to help with that. And on the technical side, if we know about it, you know, Rob and our IT team can help as well. So we're here to really be in service. Yeah.
okay.
Stuart,
Yeah.
I see you came on camera. Did you want to say hi and introduce one of our advisors? You're muted.
And he and Jack are apparently orbiting the same planet.
That's
I
true.
noticed that too.
I'm a fire recovery person trying to put all the pieces together and different things are happening. But I really wanted to see this webinar and have really been pleased with what has been presented so far, and particularly the video that you have of the kids interacting with Sing and Speak is so powerful. I love that part. And of course, I'm very excited about Make Your Own Song. That's going to be really exciting.
Yeah. And Jennifer was asking about the PowerPoint. Yeah, the answer is yes. We are recording this whole presentation. Will be sent out to everybody who registered.